changes.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome into the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel, Saturday, October 5th, 2019. And I just read a very interesting story about sales tax. So just a really quick backstory. If you don't know, if you're not familiar, if you're a new seller, as of this year, the law changed through the Supreme Court that all online transactions, regardless of the state you're in or the state that your buyer in, is subject to state sales tax based on where the item is being purchased from. So for example, I am in Florida. If somebody from Texas purchases my item, they will be charged Texas sales tax. And the platforms, eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, are required to collect that. Now, the platforms have slowly been implementing this. Many states are already doing it. Some states are not. More are scheduled for the end of this year into 2020. But by next year, they will all be automatically collecting it, which means you, as a seller, no longer have to collect and pay your state for those transactions of platforms that collect. If you do local transactions on your own, or you are working on platforms that are not collecting for you, you will be responsible to collect and pay those on your own. So please don't think that I told you you're not responsible for anything. You could be. Always consult a CPA. I'm not a licensed accountant. But with that said, now that the platforms are collecting for us, including eBay and Amazon and Posh, like I mentioned, they're gonna be bringing in millions of dollars in sales tax. Now, what a lot of people don't realize, and here in Florida, I'll give you the example, our state sales tax is 6%. However, we have a county surtax per county, depending on which area you live in Florida, whether it's Miami and Miami-Dade County or Broward County, whether you live in my county, which is Tampa, Hillsborough County. We used to have a 1.5% county tax. We now have a 2.5%. They raised it. So our total is 8.5%, 6 for the state and 2.5% for the county surtax. Now what happens is if somebody buys an item and they're located in this county, from this county, and they buy it from anybody on the internet and the platform collects that 8.5%, they will send the 8.5% to Florida. Now the state of Florida is gonna keep their 6%, and they're gonna send the 2.5% here to this county, which is called Hillsborough County, for Tampa. And so that's to be used, you know, for government stuff, buildings and infrastructure and education and all sorts of things. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and here's the story that I read. eBay is located, their headquarters, in San Jose, California. I don't know the county, it's just San Jose, it might be San Jose County. Anyways, they're located there. Let's say that they collect $10 million for California state sales tax. This is California buyers, mind you. And, you know, $1 million of that is their county tax, you know? So the state of California is gonna keep whatever, 9, 10 million bucks, whatever the number is. And the county is gonna get their $1 million worth of people that have bought out of San Jose County. What they've agreed to do is give eBay, the platform, a kickback. Basically, eBay is gonna keep X amount of money. And based on the story that I read, it is, and I'll scroll down here, I believe it is, the county will keep the first $5 million, and they will pay 30% above the $5 million threshold. So if they do $10 million, it'd be 30% of $5 million, that's above the 5, and that would be $1.5 million in revenue that eBay, the platform, gets to keep simply because they facilitated the sales tax and giving it to the county. Now, here's where there's a problem if you don't understand that part of it. Why is a platform getting to keep tax money? Now, this is nothing against eBay because this is just the law. This is my opinion. This is the absolute facts that are being presented. I'm reading this to you from the Mercury News, which is out of California, actually. It was published just a couple days ago. And apparently Amazon and Poshmark, I don't know about Posh, but Amazon is doing this as well. They're located in Washington State. Now they're not getting to keep sales tax from each and every single state because those buyers are in their counties and their state and counties will get it. It's only for the California and the San Jose people. But they're getting a piece of that. And the reason that I think, in my opinion, that's not okay is tax money is supposed to go to the state or to the local municipality, that's county, you know, the parish. Like if we're dealing with Louisiana, they have parishes, not counties, I think. So that, you know, area, that district is supposed to get that money to use for important things like education and fixing the roads and the potholes and, you know, clearing snow if you live up north. Not for eBay to put back in their pockets simply for doing what they're already doing. They're supposed to be collecting that tax. It is the law from the Supreme Court. So why, simply because they're collecting it and paying it, are they getting to keep a percentage of that? And so now, as I read down, and this article, and I'll link this below, guys, this article, which was written just a couple days ago, and was updated actually, it actually says the deal is legally questionable under California's arcane state sales tax laws because it's not clear if eBay's offices in San Jose are a legitimate point of sale. So the reason that companies are allowed to keep a kickback is because they have a point of sale in that county. eBay's headquarters are not actually a point of sale, they're just a facilitator. Same with Amazon's headquarters in Seattle. Now, Amazon does have warehouses across the country, which could trigger them being able to keep taxes in those counties where they have warehouses. That I don't know, I'd have to check. Now, California's Governor Gavin Newsom actually has a law that will stop this. That will stop companies from being able to keep this in the future. It's called Senate Bill 531, and it was introduced by State Senator Steve Glazer, who is a Democrat. Look, I don't talk about politics on here, but I'm actually surprised, or I'm sorry, not surprised that a Democrat introduced this bill, because Democrats typically are against big companies getting rich, the rich getting richer. Democrats are against that. So it doesn't surprise me that a Democrat introduced this bill. I'm not going to talk politics, I don't care. But in this case, I actually agree with that. I don't think the company should be allowed to keep this tax money. And so as we scroll down, it says back in the day of brick and mortar, the distribution of the 1% wasn't really a significant issue because the buyer and sellers are in the same location. Typically, if you're buying at a brick and mortar store, 95% of those transactions are from local people. You know, some people out of town, vacation, whatever, you know, moving back and forth. We get it. So the 1% was distributed. And there were also mail order businesses. But as rapidly growing e-commerce and court rulings have forced a rewriting of the rules, the 1% of the sales tax, you know, on the internet, they're talking 1% for this county, mind you. That's what their tax rate is, I guess, for the county. In mine, it's 2.5%, so it's different. But anyways, that percentage of use tax and sales tax has come up for debate because who should get it? Well, I think the county should get it. It absolutely. If you're going out and you're shopping at a brick and mortar, if you and I go to 7-Eleven and buy something and they charge us $1 in sales tax, the county right here where I'm buying it down the street, this county will get that $1 in sales tax. The state is going to get its percentage, of course, whatever it is, you know, 6%, 7%, but the county is going to get that remaining percentage, that 2.5%, for example, here. So it says for years now, companies have been cutting deals, including Amazon, with individual cities agreeing to designate the cities as a tax beneficiary in exchange for a kickback of a portion of the tax money. In some cases, the cities got something in return, such as a warehouse distribution center that provides jobs for its citizens. That is important because Amazon qualifies for that. So them doing it is not quite as bad. Some studies still question the value of those deals, but that's not the case with San Jose's eBay deal, which has nothing to do with economic development. Moreover, in most cases, neither the seller nor the buyer are in San Jose, which is true. Very few, you know, percentage of it is buyers and sellers in San Jose. San Jose's deal with eBay is an attempt to protect the city's revenue spoils, money the city had not anticipated receiving when it put together its current fiscal year. Why? Because nobody knew the Supreme Court was going to rule that everyone had to pay. When they did, cities immediately said, whoa, there's more money coming in, let's get a piece of it. eBay, which is only a facilitator of the buyer and seller, of course. Effective today, the question is which city should collect the 1%? Typically, it would be where the buyer is. Like I said, if I buy an item from a seller on eBay, no matter where he's at, Dallas, LA, San Jose, New York, they're going to collect my 8.5%, they're going to give Florida 6%, and they're going to give Hillsborough County 2.5%. That's how it typically works. But they're saying they want to collect it and keep it for them, at least a part of it. The problem is that San Jose is collecting and giving away tax money that should otherwise go to the public to benefit throughout the state that it's in. Right, it should go to the public. So, anyways, this particular journalist is saying that they should definitely end the kickback scheme. I have to agree with that. The fairest way to fix this is distribute the 1% sales tax revenues back to the city of the buyer. Exactly what I just said. In their case, it's 1%. Again, it's 2.5 here. But that would require a constitutional amendment altering the state's tax rules. That's the next step. So just like the Supreme Court ruled that sales tax had to be collected from everyone, this would require another amendment to the Constitution saying that the 1 or 2 or 3%, depending on where you are, has to go to the city that it came from the buyer. If I'm paying $10 for an item and I'm getting charged $2.50, for sales tax, I'm just giving you a number, I'm paying it. I'm a citizen of Hillsborough County, Florida. It's my money, and that piece of it that they're keeping for sales tax should come to my state and my county to benefit me and my place of living, because it was my money that went to fund that purchase and that sales tax. I'm the one spending the money. If somebody up in Dallas, Texas isn't spending any money online, why should his city and his area that he lives in benefit from other people spending money? Anyways, I'm just reporting the story, no opinions. eBay, don't attack me for it. It's brand new, it's news, it's all over the internet, so if you want to attack me, attack everyone else. But long story short, I just want to see what you guys think of it. Put it down in the comment section below, let me know. In my opinion, I don't think platforms should benefit from kickbacks on sales tax. Just my opinion. Let me hear what you guys think. Make sure you use the comment section below. And thanks for watching so much. I have a couple more videos for you guys this weekend. Thank you as always. And if you need any help training store reviews, which everyone is loving the store reviews, it's helping out a lot. The links are in the description box below. I look forward to hearing from you in my email box. And until next time, I'll see you guys then.